When a top sorceress stops holding back, people don't die, they stop existing. One bolt hit the Elven King. He didn't scream, he just vanished. And the Queen, she broke without a sound. On the other side of the battlefield stood Tissaia, founder of Aretuza, the woman who turned abandoned girls into mages, the mentor who saved Yennefer from misery and gave her a future. And now someone had come to take all of that away. Her school, her students, her life's purpose. Elven blades forged from Dimeritium tore through shields. Novices fell screaming. Aretuza drowned in blood. Tissaia understood one thing. If she didn't stand between them and annihilation, there would be nothing left to protect. So she walked, slow, steady, toward the terrace. Not to flee, but to take her place on the final stage of her life. Her hands touched the stone. Lightning gathered instantly, as if the sky itself bowed to her will. Clouds folded in like a closing fist. She was calling a forbidden spell, Alzur's Wrath. Yennefer felt it, that terrible certainty, and sprinted back like her life depended on it. It wasn't her life she was trying to save, but she was too late. The Seagull Tower lit up like a lightning rod, channeling raw heaven fire straight into Tissaia. Bolts hammered the ground, killing every enemy in their radius. Not a soldier survived the blast, but every strike stole something from Tissaia too. In seconds, her dark hair turned snow white. Her strength drained like water from a cracked vessel. Her life burning out from the inside. Nearby, Francesca survived only because her magic was built for defense, but even she realized Tissaia was at the edge of death. Then, in the middle of the chaos, a disgraced mage everyone had abandoned teleported into the fight. No speech, no excuses. He simply cast a wall of fire and opened a path for Yennefer to escape. And then he sacrificed himself, igniting his entire body to drag the remaining enemies into the flames with him. Moments later, the Seagull Tower collapsed, the sound echoing like a dying heart. Yennefer pulled her mentor out of the rubble, the woman who once pulled her out of the mud, and ran. Surviving sorceresses watched their sisters get captured. Despair was written on every face. This wasn't a battle, it was the end of an era. Behind closed doors, Tissaia finally broke. She blamed herself for trusting Vilgefortz, for Aretuza's downfall, for every life lost under her watch. Yennefer held her close, begging her not to give up, promising she was still the strongest mage on the entire continent. They embraced, both clinging to a warmth neither wanted to lose. But Yennefer didn't know this was the last time she would ever hold her mentor. After Yennefer left, Tissaia whispered the old words of magic. Stones lifted gently from her desk, the very first lesson she ever taught Yennefer. Her fingers trembled, but her eyes were calm. Yennefer sensed something was wrong and ran back as fast as she could, but she was one moment too late. The one person who had given her a life, a future, a name, had chosen to end her story right where the world began to fall apart.